Hot Topics with City Manager Erik Tungate, e-scooters in Oak Park.
Of course, the bird scooters, we're in a pilot phase right now for the next several months. We're going to see, where things shake out, and if there are kinks, we're going to try to work those out, and ultimately City Council will decide if we keep them here or not. But one thing I want to make very clear to our residents is that the city does not operate the scooters. We are simply allowing Bird, is a private company, to operate them here in our community. And that's not to say that there might be other private companies like you see in Detroit or Ann Arbor or other places that do it later on.
So if someone were to have an issue with a bird, say it's parked in front of someone's home, which they're not supposed to do, or blocking a driveway, whether it's on a busy street such as in front of City Hall or someone's home, how would you suggest that they go about getting that problem fixed?
Well, there's a very firm process in place to have those issues. Now, we have to be very clear that if a bird scooter is parked and blocking a pedestrian pathway on a sidewalk, the only way that Bird, the company who's monitoring these with GPS, is going to know to that definitiveness in that location is if somebody calls, emails, or reports it through the Bird app. And that's what we are asking to people to do. While we will take calls and forward them as necessary, we are not the provider. So of course for the city, we want to send you to the Bird app, website, whatever, to make those reports. Now once you make those reports, then Bird has a 2-hour time limit to remediate the issue, to get them out of the way. But honestly, if I'm walking down the sidewalk and I see one in the way, in the pathway, I'm just going to grab it and move it myself because I don't want someone to fall on it. So there's that part of it too. But as far as people parking in the easement in front of people's primary residence, that's something we don't want to see. Is it going to happen? Absolutely. We acknowledge that. But I don't want someone parking a scooter in my front yard. So we definitely don't want to see that, but at the same time, we want to keep our pedestrian pathways clear.
Very nice. Well, I'm excited to have Bird in our community. Have you had a chance to get on one yet?
I have not ridden one here in Oak Park, but I have in Detroit. So I personally love them, and my daughter loves them. So and I've done it solely for recreation purposes, but it's just so much fun. It's awesome.
But she loves her own because you're not supposed to be on them unless you're
She
18
does.
or older, according to Bird.
Well, she has her own electric
Yes.
scooter, so she's, and please, by the way,
She's ahead
come
of
to
the
some
game.
of our community events where Bird, we've been given several helmets, and we'll be handing some of those out at some of these community events, and people can get a helmet from Bird for free. So I strongly encourage people to be like my daughter, who's safety conscious and wearing her helmet when she's on her electric scooter. So please be safe, wear a helmet.
Yes, be safe. But according to Bird, you have to be 18 years or older to
Yes.
ride theirs.
Yes.
But if you're younger and you have one at home,
Yes.
be safe.
Well, I think that goes back to just when people ask, why we've allowed them in the first place. Well, we don't have the right to not allow them. So if you have your own private, electric scooter, you're allowed to ride those now. So
Right.
This was just that we're allowing it on a wholesale basis to a company to come in and do it. So nothing's really changed except that, Bird has their own stationed around the city. And there'll be more to come too.
Very nice.